Right, buddy. Manchester United are obviously in need of a new left back. I think Dorgu's position is left midfield or left wing going forward. I think Luke Shaw, yes, we know he has a lot of quality, but again, long term, I think United need a top level left back. And in this video, we'll be looking at five options that Manchester United could potentially bring in, giving you some information about them, and then we'll summarise it at the end. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and let's get into it. So, the first player we're going to start off by talking about is Malik Diouf from West Ham. Now, he is 21 years of age, it's his first season in the Premier League. Very versatile player, predominantly plays as a left back, started 21 out of the 23 games that he's played for West Ham. And listen, he's still a very, very young player. He's someone who has a contract until 2030, obviously just signing for West Ham. But if West Ham are to get relegated, he'd definitely be a left back that I'd look at. I think the quality that he has is good. He can put a good cross in. Defensively, he's very, very physical. And we've seen in the game in which Manchester United played against West Ham, Amad Diallo got locked off. He's very, very physical and aggressive. Again, it's still, as I said, a raw talent and someone who can be developed into something special, you hope. And I think the quality that he definitely has is something that we need. I think one of his main assets is his ball carrying ability. And he is quite quick. He still is relatively young, as I said, 21 years of age. And he's looked good in the Premier League. If West Ham were to go down, I think he's definitely someone to look at. They signed him from Slavia Prague. His stocks have gone up massively since being at West Ham. And as I said, he does get a few goal contributions from them. And I think he is a decent player. I think he's someone who United would definitely look at as an option who would be better than Luke Shaw. I think when you watch Diouf play, he's really exciting. And listen, we're not saying he's the best left back in the world. I don't think anyone's going to say that, but in terms of the next 4 or 5 years and the talent that he's shown already at West Ham, in a pretty poor West Ham side, if we're being honest, is being quite good. And I think he's definitely a player United will look at. In terms of price, I think probably 20 mil, 30 mil, something like that. And listen, he is not someone like a Dorgu who we know Dorgu's attacking wise is very, very good. He is defensively very, very good as well, and offensively, so he has that balance. I think Dorgu was someone who was very, very attacking based and maybe lacked that defensive work. Not massively, but it just wasn't a left back. And I think Diouf is definitely someone I'd look at as having that quality. And I really like watching him. I watched West Ham a few times. I watched him against United when he played. And yeah, he's just a very good player to watch. The next player that we're going to look at is this guy, Lewis Hall from Newcastle. Now, Lewis Hall, again, this season, he's been fantastic. It's a breakout season at Newcastle. He's a very, very good left back. He is still relatively young himself. He's 21 years of age as well. He's had a few years in the Premier League playing with Newcastle and a few years at Chelsea. Obviously, he's a very, very good player. 29 £1 million is his value. He started quite a few games for Newcastle, and I think he definitely is a good player. And I think if you look at the quality that he has, he's definitely someone I'd look at in terms of prime experience. He's got that. In terms of quality in the final third, he's got that. He's got a good shot on him defensively, very, very good. And he's someone who's knocking on that door for the England squad. And you look at sort of the next 5-10 years, he could potentially be that starting left back for England. He is that good in my opinion. I think what he offers is very good work rate. He's defensively very, very good. But again, dealing with Newcastle is going to be very, very difficult. We're already looking at Guimaraes, we're looking at Tonali. I think if we continue to kind of be linked with any Newcastle players, they probably won't sell to us, and that is the biggest thing. They probably demand a lot of money for him. I think he is a Newcastle fan. I don't know if that's right or not, but he's someone who's definitely happy at the club, and his breakout season's been fantastic. I know when he had moments at Chelsea, he was good, but I think he's definitely someone to look at as that option as well. Being only 21 years of age, I think he's absolutely fantastic, and he's got that prem experience, he's got that quality, and he's someone who, for me, would fit this United team fantastically. It's just, would he actually leave Newcastle is the biggest question. Now, the next one, Adrian Truffert. Now, this is his first season in the Premier League as well. He signed for Bournemouth as a Milos Kerkez replacement. He is 24 years of age. First season in the Premier League. He's a very, very good profile of player. He's worth around 25 mil, but again, he's not Bournemouth will probably sell if the right money comes in, as they've done with a lot of the players. They signed him from Rennes. He started 29 out he started every game in the Premier League for Bournemouth this season. He played a lot of minutes. He played regular 90 minutes, and I think he is a decent player. Again, he's someone who, again, might not be the best left back or the finished article, but I think he's someone who definitely would suit Manchester United in terms of the quality that he has in the final third. I think defensively at times he does struggle, but as someone who, listen, Milos Kerkez was fantastic for them, and the way in which he's replaced him and just slotted in straight away is quite impressive, and that makes me kind of not worry about if he was to come to Manchester United, he'd be able to slot in perfectly, and I think that's something, the transition needs to be good. I think if you bring him in, he's someone who starts straight away, doesn't get many goal contributions, only has 2 assists this season, but if you're looking at what a left back can do, powerful, energetic, he's definitely someone I'd look at. Now the last two, these ones are really kind of hopeful options. Nuno Mendes, listen, United were linked to him while he was at Sporting. He is, for me, the best left back in the world at the moment, and he's shown that last season. He's 23, so actually younger than Truffert, which is insane. United could have got him for such little money, but yeah, I think he definitely is, for me, the dream left back. Are United going to get him? Probably not. I mean, why would you leave PSG to come to United? Look at what PSG are doing. He's got a contract until 2029. He's Portugal's left back. He's the best left back in the world for me. All action, cross, ball carrying, can score a goal. Got a great penalty technique. I know that's not kind of a must, but yeah, he's someone who is, for me, absolutely brilliant. And you look at some of the trophies he's won already, you look at his quality in the Champions League, in the French League, even when he was at Sporting, he was absolutely fantastic. And he's someone, for me, that I'd go out and get. Obviously, PSG are going to charge a ridiculous price. I don't think he's actually going to leave PSG anyway. But for me, he'd definitely be an option I'd look at. But let me know your thoughts on Nuno Mendes. As I said, doesn't have Prem experience, but when you're that good level of a player, I'm not worried about that. Do I think we're going to get him? As a rating out of 10, probably a 3 out of 10, a 2 out of 10. I think it's very unlikely, but he would be definitely the left back that I'd go for. Now, another one that has always been linked to United is Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez, I think he's playing in Saudi at the moment. He is on the more experienced side. I think he's potentially 30. So again, he's someone who is not. I mean, he's 28. Sorry, so he's 28 years of age. Listen, he's a decent player. He's playing at Al Hilal, I believe, in Saudi. I think he's a very good left back. When he was at Milan, he was brilliant. He was very good at ball carrying. Had a great shot on him. Was physically very, very good. Very attacking. I think for me, the ship has kind of sailed. I think he's too old. I think what United need to get is in the range of 21 to kind of 26, and that's kind of Lewis Hall, your Malik Diouf, your Nuno Mendes and your Truffert. These sorts of players. I think if you're bringing a left back that's 2 or 3 years younger than Luke Shaw, I don't think that's really a benefit. I think Hernandez, listen, he's a quality player. Would he adapt to the Premier League? We don't know, but he's definitely someone I definitely look at. Now, to summarise, these are the 5 options that I've gone through: Diouf, Hall, Truffert, Nuno Mendes, and Theo Hernandez. My option, or my preferred option, if I have to rank those 5, it would obviously be Nuno Mendes number 1. Diouf number 2, Lewis Hall 3, Truffert 4, and then Theo Hernandez 5. But let me know your thoughts. I think for me, obviously Mendes is the best one. In terms of most realistic United to sign, I think it would probably be Diouf from West Ham, but not saying that we are going to sign any. But they are the 5 left backs I've looked at. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think Manchester United should sign? Is there any other players? Potentially we do a part 2 looking at other left backs out there. I know that there are many that we can look at, but I definitely do think we need a left back this summer. It's definitely a priority. We've seen with Shaw the injuries that he's had. We saw with him last year, he has to go. So left back is definitely a position we need, and yeah, there are 5 options I've identified. Let me know your thoughts.